guys, Token Vaping. Um, Today's juice review is one of those ones that I always enjoy doing. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing a juice review on any company that, especially if they're out there to help support the vaping community, which pretty much everybody is. This is one of those ones I enjoy doing, as I've stated before, when I have the opportunity and the chance to be able to talk to somebody behind the scenes, especially in this case, he's basically the big wig, the present owner. His name is George. The company is 3WG Elixirs. Now, some of you mainly they're bigger on the East Coast. They are based out of Greenwood Lake, New York, which is about an hour north of Manhattan. Growing up on Long Island, it would only put me about an hour and a half or so from them. After having a chance to talk to him and get to know him a little bit, I really wish that I still lived over there. I definitely would love to meet this group. They've made me feel really welcome and a part of their group or their family, so to speak. And you know, I've never actually officially had the opportunity or honor to have met them in person as of yet. I am working on changing that. But he doesn't just do the juice company. This is a three-man team that does the 3WG Elixirs. There's about 4 years worth of experience between the three of them, and you know, they definitely have a very big part to play in the vaping community. It's not just the juice. He's also the owner operator of a company called Cloud Industry Mods. They make box mods that have some phenomenal power. They look really clean. They look really sweet. He's also associated with a few other aspects. So, I mean, he's got his hand in a lot of stuff that deals directly with the vaping community. So, I mean, he's a huge supporter of it. He has a huge love for it, a huge passion, and it shows in everything that he does. He's also associated with, why am I so there? With, I'm fucking Mimi. And, you know, just interactions like that, connections like that, contacts like that. I mean, it just shows how much passion and love he has for everything vape related, from wire, from cotton, from the box mods, from juice company. I mean, just literally just a hand in everything. Like I said, they are based out of Greenwood Lake, New York. You can go to their website. It's 3wgelixirs.com. From there, you can purchase their juice directly off that website as well. And it comes in these bottles, and it's really cool because they all have that glowing neon effect off of their bottles and in the light. I mean, it just has a very, very slick look. They're not overly detailed, but they pop. But it is a pretty simple label, you know, 3WG Elixirs, there is their name. It has the name of the flavor, the nicotine level, and then it has the warning and ingredients label on this side as well. So, you know, they don't worry so much about the label as long as it has what it needs to on there. They do have the child safety cap with the safety seal. As you can see, this would be underneath the cap, which would lock onto the bottle. So again, you know, no matter who you're ordering juice from, if you get it from any company and the safety seal, ring, anything about the bottle, if it looks like it's been tampered or messed with or broken, do not, for health and safety reasons, do not use it. Contact the company, let them know what's going on. They will do their best to compensate and make sure you get what you should have gotten in the first place. So it's definitely just smarter and safer just to take the extra step and take care of that. As I stated, it is a three-man team. They do have over 4 years of experience. They do have an ISO or ISO 6 lab, so they definitely are following protocols and procedures and things like that, and trying to make sure that there are no particles or anything that would cause the juice to not be 100% top shelf quality pure. All the ingredients are locally sourced. They are all pharmaceutical grade. They do offer three sizes. They have a 30 mil, a 60 mil, and a 120 mil, along with three nicotine levels of a 0, a 3, and a 6. The 30 mil retails for $18 on their site. The 60 mil is $35, and the 120 mil is $60. So I mean, regardless of the size juice, regardless of the of 0.3 or a 6 nicotine, you know, they don't focus so much on having a gazillion different nicotine options. They focus more on the quality and the flavor and enjoyment of the vape with the flavors in the juice. It's definitely worth investing in. This line, there's 4 flavors in this line, and I'll give you a quick rundown of them. All 4 flavors in this line are solid all-day vapes. Absolutely 100%. I stand by that no matter what. Well, let me get to that flavor. The 4 flavors that they have is Outlaw, which is a banana custard with notes of chocolate and caramel. Now, I am a huge custard fan. Very smooth, very solid custard. It has a very creaminess to it that it just makes it so very comfortable to vape on. The chocolate and the caramel, it's not going to give you a specific, you're not going to vape on it and be like, oh, there's the chocolate, oh, there's the caramel. When you vape on it, they have gotten it down to where you get the custard out of it and you get the banana flavor, and just on an undertone and just on the tail end of the exhale, you get a little bit of a sweetness to it that makes you realize, I mean, you do get a sugary taste out of it, but it's not to where it's overpowering. It's not to where it makes it too rich or too much. It is a very just solid, smooth vape. Very enjoyable, very, very, very comfortable. Before I go much further, I just need to state, again, my opinions and my reactions to any of the flavors that I do reviews on is just that. They're my opinion, they're my reaction. In no way, shape, or form am I trying to tell anybody out there how they should react to the juice or how they should feel about the flavors. It is entirely up to you. Every vapor is different. Every single person. Even if I find 5 people that like custard as well as myself, we will not all take to the flavor the same way. So I just want to make sure that I don't give the impression that I'm trying to say, because I'm doing the review for this company, that what I'm telling you is absolutely the only reaction or feeling that you should have from it. It's not going to be for everybody. Not every juice will satisfy every vapor. But if you are looking for a solid line, if you are looking for an all-day vape, if you are looking for enjoyable flavors, this will appease a lot of people. The next flavor is Conspiracy. It is a blue raspberry flavor that's supposed to emulate those old school red, white, and blue ice pops that you would get from the ice cream truck. If I have anything negative to say about this line at all, it would be about the aftertaste of Conspiracy. You definitely get the coolness of the ice pop. If you've ever had an ice pop on a hot summer day and you're eating it, it instantly cools you. But on the tail end, because most kids like myself when I was little, you never take the time to enjoy the whole ice pop. Once you get started with it, you basically chew that thing up as quick as possible. But therein lies the extra little kick. An ice pop on a really hot day, if you eat it fast enough, you get a cooling sensation or a cooling factor in your mouth, and it's not a minty thing. It's not a peppermint or anything like that. But it just from the ice pop or the ice itself, you get that cooling feeling in the back of your throat. That would probably be the only thing that would be missing out of this. You start to feel it. After you vape, you get the full vape out of it. You do feel that little, the cooling sensation that as it's supposed to be there. In my opinion, for me, it just wasn't as strong as I would have liked to have seen it for the full effect of the vape. Does it take away from the vape? Absolutely not. It is still a very solid flavor. It still very much tastes like the ice pop itself. I'm just talking as far as if you're trying to go for the overall the overall factor of it. That would probably be the only thing that I could say is just where it is slightly a little weak, is just that cooling sensation, which is a hard thing to emulate. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a mixologist. I'm not an expert in this. So just because it's my opinion, it doesn't mean that I fully am going to know every single step behind the procedure of this. The third flavor is Retaliation. It is a twist on peanut butter and jelly. It is peanut butter, but instead of normal jelly that most people are accustomed to, it's a raspberry jam. Now, I'm not a fan of raspberry at all. I've had raspberry before in many different forms. I'm not a fan of it. This does not have a specific raspberry taste. It is peanut butter, absolutely. It literally almost feels like you're eating crunchy peanut butter. That's the feel you get. The jam definitely follows up with the sweetness and the little bit of a sugar kick to it, but it is not a straight raspberry. This is something I could vape on. Now, I may not be able to vape on it for super long or multiple days at a time. But it's definitely one that I could see myself vaping on a daily basis, so to speak. It's definitely a nice twist on the standard peanut butter and jelly flavor. And as I said, they did make sure not to have an overpowering raspberry taste to it as well. The fourth and final flavor is the one that I will vape on for the video to show you the cloud production as well. It's called Renegade, and it is a Bavarian cream with cinnamon sugar. Now, as soon as people hear cinnamon sugar with cream, people automatically think of like a cinnamon toasty type cereal flavor. This actually reminds me myself more of the little snack crackers, the bear-shaped snack crackers. That cinnamon graham flavor style, but it's got a bit more of a creaminess to it because of the Bavarian cream. You definitely taste the cinnamon, and again, you know, I'm not a huge cinnamon fan as far as a solid specific flavor, but again, you know, they've definitely met that by making it a smoother vape with a more subtle cinnamon. It's not a strong, overpowering in your face cinnamon. It's meant to just be a enhancer to the flavor. The focus of it is the Bavarian cream. The cinnamon sugar is just meant to boost the flavor profile a little bit, to give it something a little different. And this one right here is the Renegade, and I just started that today, and I've already gone through half the bottle. And it's not the one I would have thought I would have shot on the Outlaw first, but you know, I definitely, between the two, I'm definitely a big fan of both of them. But very, very solid lines, very, very enjoyable vapes as far as all-day vapes. I mean, like I said, these are flavors. There's no throat kick whatsoever. I have not gotten a feel for one at all. It's just a very smooth, enjoyable vape on any of the flavors. I mean, this is something you definitely throw into your rotation, and I would honestly not be shocked to hear people say, you know what, I know I put it in a specific order that I vape on, but I always keep going back to this one, or I always jump ahead to this one, or I always stay on this one a little bit longer than some of the others. I mean, it's just that solid of a line. So without further ado, let me go ahead and do the vape on this and show you the cloud production as well. Before I do that, I do need to show really quick the cotton that I use is Texas Tough. It is not a pansy-ass cotton ball. It is a very solid wicking cotton that holds flavor really well with no dry cotton hit. So if you are interested in it, USA_Vape Mama for more details on that. So as you can tell, like I said, I've gone through this pretty decently quick. I'm going to go ahead and drip this real fast to show you this. So I'm just going to do my normal set standard, and I am vaping on 65 watts. So this is Renegade, which is the Bavarian cream with cinnamon sugar from 3WG Elixirs. as you can tell, very solid, very plentiful. That flavor is just outstanding. It is a full cream, and just on the tail end of that exhale, you get the cinnamon in. But again, it is not overpowering. It is not strong. It is not an in-your-face flavor. Very, very good cloud production, very solid. I mean, even if you're just doing a thick plume, very solid. Very enjoyable, very smooth. It's just, again, like I said, I don't get a throat kick out of this at all. I didn't feel it in any of them. So, I mean, you don't have that to worry about. You don't have lack of flavor to worry about. You don't have wimpy clouds to worry about. I mean, everything about this line is just solid. I mean, it's just on point pretty much all the way. I definitely strongly support and suggest this line to anybody, unless there is a specific part of a flavor profile that you do not like or can't vape on. I definitely 100% support this line to anybody out there that's looking for a good solid all-day vape to add to your rotation or your collection, or if you're looking for something new to try. Definitely sample this line if you have not yet. Reach out to 3WG Elixirs, have your local shop reach out to them for samples. Definitely hit them up. They will be more than accommodating and more than helpful. Like I said, I've had a chance to talk to George a little bit, and he is an amazing person. Huge heart, very helpful, very supportive. Definitely give this line a shot. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, but in a very good way. 3WG Elixirs, George, thank you guys so much for the opportunity to allow me to do the review for this line. It's just, I am honored to have been able to do this. It is a great, amazing line. Like I said, George has his hands involved in a lot of aspects of the vaping community. He has a bunch of different brands and companies that he's putting out there to help make the vaping experience just that much more enjoyable. The 3WG Elixirs, Cloud Industry Mods, Wire, things like that. I mean, just everything that he can do to help make vaping for you or I that much better, he's definitely all about, and that's amazing. Guys, thank you so much again. I truly hope that I get the pleasure of meeting you guys in person one day. As always, hit them up at 3wgelixirs.com. They are on Facebook. They are also on Instagram. Definitely check them out. Give them a follow. I'm Token Vaping here on YouTube, tokenvaping@gmail.com, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. Subscribe, like, follow, hit me up, comments, questions, concerns, constructive criticism. Anything that I can do to help further enhance your vaping experience, I will do 100%. I'm all about vaping. I am a full 100% supporter of the community. I believe in it with all my heart. So anything that I can do to help you guys, please let me know. I will do everything that I can. Until next time, guys, vape on, vape strong. Have a good night.